AEW is moving All In next year to Texas. We got the news, so let's talk about it. Before we begin, if you've never used SeatGeek before, it is a ticket app where you can buy tickets to your favorite sports teams, concerts, and anything in that manner. If you sign up now when you have a purchase that is $60 and above, you can use code NES to save $20 off your first purchase with SeatGeek. So today it was officially announced that AEW will be taking All In next year to Arlington, Texas in Globe Life Field where the Texas Rangers play, which I'm kind of excited for. This is the first time AEW is doing a baseball stadium show, which should be good because we don't really see stadium wrestling shows often anymore. So it'll be cool to see a big company like AEW put on a show, especially for a big pay-per-view like All In, which I'm glad they're doing because I'm not a big fan of hosting pay-per-views the same place every year. I feel like it gets kind of corny at some point. That's why I kind of want Double or Nothing and All Out to move around because it just needs to. I think it's just time to just move on from that. And another positive to this, I mean, it is a smaller venue, so he doesn't have to worry about selling out 81,000 tickets again. Instead, he can go and do a smaller venue, which, you know, AEW really needs right now because it's been an on and off product on their weekly television shows. But when it comes to pay-per-views, they are pretty good with that, and having it at a baseball stadium would be a cool idea. Now, you know, all the AEW haters and want them to die are like, oh, WWE is kicking them out of London. Oh, they're taking over. AEW's definitely dying. And all this other shit. But don't worry, those people need to learn how to touch grass. But in all honesty, I think this helps both promotions because now WWE gets to do a pay-per-view exclusively for London as a PLE, and I think that's exciting because UK fans deserve it because they are way better fans than us in the United States. Pretty much every country is better than us as fans. So them having two back-to-back All-Ins and then WWE having an exclusive PLE for London the next year would be absolutely fantastic. And well-deserving too. I think it's good that TONYKHAN, I know he adores that 81,000 tickets sales. I know it's near and dear to his heart, the history that he made with that, but I'm glad he put that aside and actually making risky moves. Maybe to boost everything, have a invasion angle going into next year's All In Texas. I don't know, I'm just fantasy booking if he is coming. But anyways, like I said, you know, it's good to see that TK is taking steps like this. It's very important as a promoter to take risky steps because that's exactly what pro wrestling needs. It needs things that are very risky and ballsy to do. You gotta let promotions do what they want. You want WWE to let them do their little show in London? I think it's totally fine. They're gonna kill it over there anyways, no matter what. At the end of the day, they learned to get a good partnership with London, so they're definitely gonna make a show in there and they're absolutely gonna sell out, but it's okay. Let them have it because I think that is fine for pro wrestling. This whole war doesn't need to be happening. I don't know why we can't just be all together and love WWE and AEW equally, but that's just how it works. I think it's perfectly fine for AEW to move All In to Texas because Arlington doesn't get that much love, if you want me to be honest, because Dallas is usually the big spot for wrestling shows. So having one in Arlington, I think is well deserved, and it's all good. I think this is a perfect thing to do. Therefore, when WWE goes to London, they don't have to worry about clashing heads with them, which helps each promotion out. Let them all get a piece of the pie. It's all good. We're all just pro wrestling fans that love to see good stuff, and it's good to have shows in other countries, no matter what company it is. I really do hope that this means that WWE is getting a London show because that would be great for them. And honestly, for this Texas All In, if we want to make this big, TK, you got to step it up with the stories. You got to make things very interesting because going into next year, AEW needs to be on top of their game when it comes to stories because we're going to get great wrestling at the end of the day, but we need more stories. Because if you truly want to sell out that stadium and make it a big show, you need to make adjustments like that. You got the superstars to do it. Let's just see if you can pull off some great stuff that would get people interested and bring back all the people that just decided to leave AEW because it had nothing for them. You gotta give them something to sink their teeth into, just like what WWE has been doing. Not saying you need to copy them, but you gotta give your fans excited for something huge. And I think, honestly, having a show like this can definitely put TK in a place where he knows he has to go all out, because he needs to wake up and make sure people are invested in this product. Therefore, you can get streaming deals and everything can come back together, and you can be truly the alternative like you were first 3 years of existence. So we will see what happens. I do think this was exciting news for the company, and this is definitely a boost that they needed to get something out there, because it's time for AEW to pull something out of their ass to make things interesting for next year. Well, enough of my yapping. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think this was a desperate call? Do you think this was the right move? Do you think they should stay at London? Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, this has been Nez Reacts, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys.